I'm Ed Weinberg. I am a real estate investor, and I'm a principal in a company that buys businesses from tired business owners. You know, I looked at the speakers and what they were offering. I've known Sebastian Rusk, who was one of the speakers, for a couple of years on Facebook. We have talked a few times on the telephone, and I said, you know what? Why don't I come here and meet him? Great here. Ross had a lot to say. He put together a group of people who I'm going to say they complemented each other. No two people were talking about the same thing, and it was very informative. Some of the things I'm going to bring back to my own business. I liked his discussion on ChatGPT and other AI. I've been looking at it, and you know, it just didn't make any sense to me before. Well, personal brand is important. It's something that I've kind of worked on a little bit. I guess I learned that I need to be, let's see, how can I put it? More persistent and consistent in order to accomplish what I probably need to do for me. Well, so I would normally break the people into two different groups. No, three. I'm gonna say the first one just so I don't forget it. That's the people who do the videography. So, hi videography guys. Let's see, so there's two other groups. One of the speakers and the other group are the attendees. And I guess what I liked is the fact that the speakers and the attendees, if you didn't know they were speakers, because of the way we interact with them, I would have thought that they were just attendees. And I think that's important because we actually got to talk about them. They'd give up and they'd do a half an hour talk. And after the half an hour talk, they'd ask for questions. And maybe you'd think of some of the questions, and maybe there's some questions that come up later. So we're sitting around dinner, and you know, the nice thing is that there was 3 or 4 tables. We were instructed not to sit at the same table every single night for dinner. And that's great because it gave us a chance to get to know each other and to get to know the speakers, get to know them personally, and to ask questions that we had never asked in their talk. If you're in business for yourself, or you are going into business for yourself, or you know what? Everybody needs a personal brand, because even if you're working for somebody, you're going to eventually get another job, or maybe you're going to go off by yourself and you're even thinking of it and you've picked out some things you want to do and these are in your bucket list. Well, if you start now, by the time you go and start and go to whatever it is your calling is, then everybody will already know who you are.